Hey guys, Ponce here on the PBE, here to talk to you guys about some potential Ekko Nerfs, which have been here for testing. Now, for those of you who want the actual numbers that I'm talking about and we'll be sort of discussing over the next couple minutes, that'll be available in the description below, so just hit that show more button or whatever it is. It'll open up the box and you can check out the actual numbers that I'll be discussing here. But anyway, let's just go into them right away here. First off, the Z Drive Resonance, that's been nerfed. Used to be able to go off once every 3 seconds after you've activated it. Or procced it, or however you want to call it. Now it takes, there's a 5-second refresh on it. So that's a nerf to all sort of Ekko build types, just kind of across the board. So it's the basic nerf. I should probably mention that overall it looks like they're trying to nerf tank Ekko more so, although, in general, everything is getting something of a nerf. Next off, we have Timewinder, the Q. Now, this has sort of been buffed, sort of nerfed. What's happening here is the first hit, the AP ratio has been increased. It used to be 0.1, now it's up to 0.2. So basically, the first hit you'll be doing slightly more on. With some, if you have any AP at all. But the second hit, the base damage has been lowered. So that's gone down starting at level 1, 60 damage, 85, 110, 135, 160, all the way down to 40, 65, 90, 150, 140. So 20 damage at every rank, 20 damage lower. So basically what that translates into is if you land both the second and first hit, if you have 200 AP, you'll be doing the exact same amount of damage. However, it depends. Sometimes you'll land the first hit but not the second hit. So in a sense, it's slightly stronger probably for AP Echoes. But in general, if you don't have any AP and you're just going sort of like that pure tank build that seems to be all the rage nowadays, generally speaking, you'll just be dealing less damage. Anyway, next we have Parallel Convergence, the W. The stun duration has just been straight up shortened, so that's a nerf to every type of Ekko there is. It used to be 2.25 seconds, or rather is on live. Now that's gone down to 1.75 seconds. So when you think, 0.5 seconds, it doesn't seem like, if you take that, on its own, it doesn't seem like a massive amount of time. It's like, what's 0.5 seconds? It's like, but, proportionally speaking to how long the stun is, that's pretty significant. And not to mention, 2.25 seconds in sort of the context of a team fight or even like a duel. That's almost like an eternity. Someone lands that stun on you. That's pretty big. So it's just kind of like almost, it was sort of something that really helped sort of, I suppose, tank Echoes. They get that free scaling and then they go in and there's this huge stun. I think the longest stun in the game is what, like an Ash Arrow can go up to 3.5 seconds or something, but still 2.25 seconds is pretty long for a stun. If I recall correctly, something that would also be longer would be like Morgana Binding, but that's not a stun. That's like a root effect. So I think in League of Legends they call them snares. I don't know, immobilize, whatever. I'm old. I still call those things roots. Anyway, next we have Chrono Break. So this is a bit more nuanced again. The base damage has been lowered by 50 damage at every single rank. So it used to be, or rather is on live, 200, 350, 500. That's gone all the way down to 150, 300, and 450. What that actually means is, and then the AP ratio to compensate was increased. So it's gone up from 1.3 to 1.5. 1.5, that's a pretty massive AP ratio. I mean, it's a bit difficult to land sometimes. But that essentially translates at 250 AP, you'll be doing the same amount of damage. And of course, the higher you go, you'll start dealing more damage. And it's, in the long game, if you're doing an actual AP Ekko, it's very reasonable to get over 250 AP. This is just very clearly aimed at tank Ekko. Now, keep in mind also, it's not just a straight up buff for AP Ekko either. The early game, you're not going to have 250 AP. It's going to take a little bit of time to scale into that. I mean, it's not a huge amount of AP, but you do need some items. So that's certainly something to keep in mind. As I was saying, this is, given that they're making concessions to AP Ekko, granted, even AP Ekko overall is being hit in a bunch of ways, but some concessions are being made to AP Ekko, so I guess Riot's not saying he's too much the problem. Like, I guess they just really don't like the prevalence of AP or tank Ekko, which is mainly, I believe why he's being banned nowadays. I don't care about bans. I'll just fight whatever. So it doesn't matter to me. But certainly that seems like an unpopular thing to fight at the moment. So perhaps the ban rate will go down after this. I don't know. Is this enough to bite into the popularity of tank Ekko? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I don't have much to say on the topic. I don't really play Ekko. I don't tend to have too many problems versus him. But, apparently other people do. So that's it for you guys there. I'm off to go stream. Thanks for watching again. That's, if you're interested, twitch.tv/Ponce in the description below, along with all those descriptions that I just, along with all those balance changes I just listed. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And, a few more balance changes to discuss before the next patch hits, 6.11. Probably the next one I'll be talking about will be Kindred. She's received, I believe, a number of nerfs. So, yeah, again, thanks for watching. See you guys around. Goodbye.